Relationship of promise. Would you stand with me right now? Oh, praise God. He wants you to live a life. Let's focus on His promise of your salvation. Say it as plain as I can say it. God doesn't want you to go to hell. He wants you to go to heaven. I think that's why God kind of shifted His focus and how He referred to it. He wants you to remember. Yeah, there may be times of judgment in the past, but if you're living for Him, if you're walking with Him, your future is a future of a promise. Thank you, Jesus. Would you lift your hands with me right now, church? Young people, adults, hear me this morning. It doesn't matter where you are in your walk with God, whether you've been living for God 20 years or 2. He wants you to be focused on the covenant. So where are you living this morning? Are you still hanging in the past? Worried about the testimony, the ups and the downs, and afraid of times of judgment? You need to move forward, move into the time of the focus, being on the promise and on the covenant, where you can boldly come before the throne of grace. You yourself can come straight to the throne, straight to the ark, straight to the place where the throne of God is, and feel that beautiful power of the Holy Ghost. Church, would you come with me forward right now? Let's just come gather around the front as we close this service out. I want you to have an opportunity to lift your voice and your heart to God. We have an opportunity this morning because we are children of the covenant. We're under the new covenant. It's made possible because of the past. The testimony of Jesus dying and shedding blood. That testimony is what gives us the opportunity to be free. But this morning, I know we're moving towards Easter, and I'm not doing a traditional series, I guess. But this morning, I want you to understand that the testimony is not the focus. I will always cherish the old rugged cross, as the song says. I thank God for the cross of Christ. I want to pick up my cross and follow Him. But I understand this morning that my focus in life is not on the cross. Even as I'm carrying my cross, my eye is going to be looking to the future. And my ears are going to be tuned in for the sound of a trumpet. He's the God of promise this morning. Would you lift your hands with me right now? Church, can we reach out to Him right now? I've preached long enough. Holy Ghost is talking to somebody right now. Holy Ghost has spoken to somebody's heart. Jesus is trying to talk to you to let your past be past this morning and to focus upon the promise of the future. God wants you to live for Him. He doesn't want you to get sucked into the whirlpool of this world stuff. He doesn't want you to get carried away by the trends of culture and the fads of society that are so against His ways, but rather He wants you to stand strong in the promises that He's given you, the promises of deliverance and the promises of a home with Him someday. Hallelujah. Can you hear me this morning? Do you hear what God's saying to you? Even if you don't hear or understand my words, and even though I may have said it poorly, can you hear the voice of the Spirit in your heart this morning? Can you reach out to Him right now? I really feel like God is talking to somebody. Hallelujah. 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 I know there's practices to be done, and there's pizza that's going to be eaten, and people are going to go their ways, and life will go on. The saint of God, young person, adult, child that can understand me, hear me this morning. God's got to be central. And He wants you to focus on the promise that He made to you. He wants you to focus on that promise. Hallelujah, Jesus. Hallelujah, Jesus. Hallelujah, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah. Lord, we thank you for your goodness this morning, God. Lord, I thank you for your Spirit that I have felt here today. God, just let somebody, Lord, change the focus of their life. Lord, somebody in this room has been living looking backwards. Lord God, they're living today, but they're still tied to their past. God, release them today Lord, just as you shifted your focus, Lord God, let them shift theirs today. Lord, I ask it in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. God bless you. We dismiss in Jesus' name. Shake hands, be friendly. Remember our service Thursday night.